Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane and checking out one of the most iconic cars of the 20th century, the Morris Minor. Whether you're a classic car enthusiast or just someone who loves a good bit of history, this car is sure to capture your imagination. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into the world of the Morris Minor. The Morris Minor was introduced in 1948 by the British Motor Corporation, or BMC, and quickly became one of the most beloved cars in the UK. Designed by Alec Isagones, who would later go on to design the Mini, the Morris Minor was a small family car that struck the perfect balance between practicality, affordability, and style. At the time, post-World War II Britain was looking for a car that was economical, easy to maintain, and most importantly, reliable. The Morris Minor fit the bill perfectly, and it's estimated that over 1.6 million of these cars were produced before its production ended in 1971. It became a symbol of British motoring during its heyday, and even today, it remains a classic icon. Now, let's talk about the design. One of the first things you'll notice about the Morris Minor is its unmistakable curves. Its rounded body, charming front grille, and those iconic rear wings give it an almost whimsical look. It's a car that has personality, and that's something you don't always get in today's world of mass-produced vehicles. The design is simple, yet elegant. It's not trying to be flashy, but it exudes character in every corner. Moving to the inside, the Morris Minor was all about function. The interior may seem a bit sparse by modern standards, but there's a certain charm to it. You have the classic dashboard with its sweeping curves, the centrally mounted speedometer, and a set of simple controls that are easy to use and understand. It's very much a product of its time, a car designed to be straightforward, no nonsense, and user-friendly. As for comfort, the Morris Minor was designed to be practical for small families. It seats 4 people comfortably, with a bench seat in the front and enough room in the back for passengers. While you won't find luxury features like leather seats or high-tech infotainment systems here, the ride is simple and smooth. It's a car meant for leisurely drives, short trips, and getting from point A to point B without a lot of fuss. Now, let's talk performance. Under the hood, the Morris Minor originally came with a 918 cubic centimeters side valve engine, which produced just 27 horsepower. It wasn't a speed demon by any means, but that wasn't the point. It was built to be efficient, and that's exactly what it delivered. The car could comfortably cruise at speeds of around 50 to 60 miles per hour, making it perfect for the roads of the time. Later models, like the Morris Minor 1000, came with a 948 cubic centimeters engine that offered a bit more power but still maintained that easygoing character. When it comes to handling, the Morris Minor isn't going to win any racetrack races, but it's incredibly nimble and fun to drive. Its lightweight and small size make it easy to maneuver through tight spaces, and the suspension, though simple, offers a surprisingly smooth ride for a car of its era. It's the kind of car that feels like an extension of yourself. You're not driving it, you're just along for the ride. One of the reasons the Morris Minor was so popular is its incredible reliability. Many of these cars have been passed down through generations, and with proper care, they continue to run strong today. Parts are still relatively easy to find, and there's a huge community of enthusiasts who are passionate about restoring and maintaining these cars. In fact, the Morris Minor has earned a reputation for being one of the most durable classic cars you can own. But of course, no car is perfect. While the Morris Minor was incredibly reliable for its time, it's important to remember that it was a product of its era. The build quality, though solid, isn't quite up to modern standards, and rust can be an issue, especially in older models. If you're considering purchasing one today, it's crucial to check the bodywork thoroughly and ensure that the car has been properly maintained over the years. Another thing to keep in mind is that modern safety standards were not a priority when the Morris Minor was designed. It lacks things like airbags, anti-lock brakes, and crumple zones, so it's not the safest option by today's standards. However, if you're driving a classic car like the Morris Minor, you're likely doing it for the love of the experience rather than practicality. When it comes to pricing, the Morris Minor remains relatively affordable compared to other classic cars, making it an excellent option for those looking to get into the world of vintage motoring. Whether you're looking for a fully restored model or a project car to work on, there are plenty of options available. Of course, like any classic car, the price can vary depending on condition, year, and whether it's been restored or modified. If you're considering owning a Morris Minor, be prepared for a car that requires a bit more attention than your average modern vehicle. While it's a joy to drive, it's not as low maintenance as a modern car, and you'll need to stay on top of things like oil changes, tire pressure, and general upkeep. But for those who are willing to put in the effort, the reward is a unique driving experience that's hard to match. To wrap things up, the Morris Minor is more than just a car, it's a piece of history. It represents a simpler time in motoring when cars were made to last and had a character all their own. Whether you're looking to add one to your collection or simply appreciate the charm of vintage cars, the Morris Minor is a timeless classic that continues to capture the hearts of enthusiasts around the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world of the Morris Minor. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future reviews. And as always, leave a comment below if you have any questions or thoughts about the Morris Minor. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, drive safely and keep appreciating the classics.